Welcome to another video from Learn Tech Easy on the subject Engineering Graphics. In this video, we are going to discuss about development of a truncated pentagonal pyramid. This can be discussed with a problem. A pentagonal pyramid of base side 30 mm, and axis height 50 mm, rests on its base on HP, with one base edge perpendicular to the VP. It is cut by a plane perpendicular to VP, and inclined at 30 degrees to HP, meeting the axis, 20 mm from the vertex. Draw development of the lateral surface of the truncated pyramid. For drawing development of surfaces, initially, we have to draw the projections of the solid. The object, the pentagonal pyramid, is resting with its base on the ground or HP, while the base being on HP. One edge of the base is perpendicular to VP. Then the pyramid is sectioned by a plane, which is perpendicular to VP, and inclined to HP, passing through a point on the axis, 20 mm from the apex point. When an object is resting with its base can be seen in the plan. The plan is to be drawn first, by having one side of pentagon perpendicular to VP. Draw the XY line first. Then, we have to construct a pentagon, with one base edge perpendicular to VP. Below the XY line, draw a line perpendicular to it. Mark one side 30 mm on this line. Draw 72-degree lines on both the ends. Mark the side on these lines also. Then from those endpoints, cut arc with side of the pentagon as radius. Join the intersection points of arcs. Thus the pentagon is constructed. The corners on the pentagon can be named as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. A pyramid has slant edges connecting the base corners with its apex point. So, the center point of pentagon is to be located by drawing lines connecting midpoint of sides and its opposite corners. Intersection point of these lines is the apex point or vertex point. Join all the base corners to this point. Now, for drawing its elevation, project the apex point above the XY line. This is the axis line of the pyramid. Mark height of the pyramid 50 mm on this axis. Let the end point of axis be O'. This is the apex point of elevation. Project all the base corners up to the XY line. Then join it with the apex point. The base corners of elevation can be named as 1', 2', 3', 4', and 5'. Thus the projection part of the solid is over. Now, for sectioning the object, the sectional plane is passing through the axis. At a point 20 mm from the apex, mark a point on the axis, which is 20 mm from the top. Draw a 30-degree line through this. This is the cutting plane or sectional plane. Identify the points on the slant edges of elevation, wherever the cutting plane cuts the solid. The corresponding points on the slant edges of plan also may be marked. Let these points be P, Q, R, S, and T. We may join these points to draw the sectional plan. The corresponding points in the elevation are P', Q', R', S', and T'. This is the truncated part of the pyramid, for which the development is to be drawn. For drawing development of pyramids, true length of the slant edge is to be determined. We may have the true length of a slant edge in the elevation, only if that slant edge is parallel to the vertical plane VP. In our case, we can see that the slant edge 4,0 in the plan is parallel to XY line. Or we can say that the slant edge 4,0 is parallel to VP. So, the corresponding line in the elevation gives us the true length. Measure the true length of slant edge. Mark point O at a convenient place and draw a line with the true length of slant edge. Draw arc with the same distance as radius. Since the base edge of the pentagonal pyramid is 30 mm, with a radius of 30 mm, cut 5 points on the arcade. Join these with straight lines. Join those points to the point O also. Now, we have to find out the true distances of all other slant edges, wherever the cutting plane cuts the objects. For this, points on other slant edges can be projected, horizontally, to the true length line. Now measure each of these distances and transfer it to the corresponding lines. P' from the slant edge 1-O'. Q' from the slant edge 2-O'. R' from the slant edge 3-O'. T' from the slant edge 4-O'. And S' from the slant edge 5-O'. Join P, Q, R, S, T, and P with dark lines. Darken only the required part of development.